All right, shalom, shalom. First off and foremost, as always, I want to say call on La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor be unto the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And the shalom to sincere Akim out there that's pushing this truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick lesson, based off this article, and the source is the website is independent.co.uk, and the title, the headline says, Elon Musk wants to implant millions of people with Neuralink brain chips. Okay. And when I read this title of this article, it reminded me of Revelation 3 and verse 10, which I'll snag real quickly. Because right here, I'll read it one more time. It says, Elon Musk wants to implant millions of people, okay, human beings, with Neuralink brain chips, okay? And, of course, we know the prophecy of the Motb, but when I read that article, it reminded me of this scripture, okay? Because we read Revelation 13 and what's that? 16, okay? It says that they're going to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, meaning their head, so when I read that. Not only did I think of that scripture, but also I thought of Revelation 3 and 10. Okay, because he said he wants to have the Neuralink brain chip in people's heads or brain. He wants to have millions of people to have it. Okay, so when you read this is Revelation 3 and verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Let's read it one more time. "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation." Okay, and what's the hour of temptation? The hour of temptation is going to be a time when there's going to be a time of of people taking that that chip, that Motb, and the word temptation means the enticement to sin. And quick side note, the mark of the beast is not sin. Okay, the mark of the beast is the RFID Marcos chip. Okay, taking the chip is a sin. Okay, that's because when you take that, you're showing your allegiance to, Esau, and denouncing Yahweh Shema Shai, and you're bowing down, to this beast system by taking that chip. You see, and that's you committing spiritual fornication. Okay, you're turning your back on on Yahweh Shema Shai, and showing your allegiance to Satan. Bowing down to Satan, bowing down to Esau, Edom. Okay, so the hour of temptation is going to be a time when there's going to be the whole world is going to get tried to take this Motb. Okay, and also too, I'm not saying that this is how the hour of temptation is going to be with Elon Musk chipping people with the Neuralink. No, I'm just speaking as a man, and just bringing this out because when I read the article, it reminded me of this particular precept of the scripture, so I'm just doing it to further edify the Lord's sheep, because, there is going to come a time when the hour of temptation is going to be manifest, and that's going to be when the chip is mandatory, because soon, paper money, paper money is going to be obsolete, completely disannulled. Okay. And soon people are going to have to pay, you make transactions and buy and sell with their with the RFID CHIP. Okay. So back in Rev 3 and 10, it says, I'll start from the top. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. You see, all the world. Now, back in the article of the title, it says, Elon Musk wants to implant millions of people with Neuralink brain chips. Okay, he said millions. That's a lot of people. Okay, and right here it says all the world. Okay, and it says to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now, real quickly, when you go into this word try, into this word try in Revelation 3 and 10, the word for try is periazo in the Greek. And when you go down to the meaning of the word periazo, let's see here. Excuse me. Let's go down to the root word. So the root word of periazo is pera. Okay, and when you go to the root word of pera, it says through the idea of piercing. Okay, through the idea of piercing. Piercing what? Piercing your flesh with the Motb. Okay, coming through, that needle. Okay, it's another name for it, I forgot. But that's gonna be the time of people, getting pierced, and getting implanted, with that Motb. Okay, the RFID CHIP. Okay, just go watch the movie Implanted. Go watch the movie Upgrade. Go watch the movie, Transcendence. Okay, go watch the movie the Manchurian Candidate. Go watch the movie Safe House. There's many movies, showing you, people putting the RFID CHIP inside their bodies. Okay, but there's gonna be a time here, in your lifetime where the hour of temptation is gonna come upon all the world. Okay, and best believe that we're going to see people, get chipped. People have the chip. Listen, this is a prophecy that has yet to happen, and this is a big deal. Okay, it's a very big deal, man. Okay, it just says the hour of temptation is going to be a very heavy time, and that's why we have to continue to pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that He keeps us from the hour of temptation, that we don't fall into that temptation and take that chip, So this is Revelation 3 and 10. Now I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says, because you have obeyed my commandment to persevere, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world, right, man? So there's gonna be a time of a great testing upon the people, man, and best believe a lot of people are gonna take it, and them taking it, the repercussions, the consequences is gonna be, that is gonna be them burning in that nuclear fire, okay, which is referred in scriptures as the lake of fire. You see, that lake of fire is gonna be here in Babylon. And you can read that in the book of Revelation 14, verses 9 to verse 10. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit of this article real quick. Okay, just to jump down a little bit. And it says, Elon Musk hopes to implant millions of Neuralink chips into people's brains over the next decade. You see, the tech billionaire has said, and real quick, Elon Musk is nothing more than a puppet leader. You see, guys like him, kill Bill Gates. You see, those are puppet leaders, for the elites. So they're doing, the dirty work for the ones that's really in control. Okay, because ultimately, it's the elite's plans to have the people chipped. You see, and you can, I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but you had the interview with Alex Jones, and I believe his name is Alex Russo, and he was he was friends. He was an associate or a friend with one of the Rockefellers, and the Rockefeller, which is one of the elite families. He told Alex Russo everything about their plans to put the C-hip inside the masses. You see, so we're living in the time of Esau, getting closer to fully, establish his NWO. Okay. So it says the Neuralink chief executive announced his plans following an update from the neurotech startup that revealed new capabilities of his brain-computer interface. According to the firm, the second patient to be fitted with the device was able to use it to play first-person shooter games and design three-dimensional objects. So right there, that's the miracles. Okay. Somebody that was paralyzed, now they can control, play a video game, with their mind, and do all kinds of things. Well, guess what? That's the miracles, via his technology. Okay. And we go into his technology, his miracles really is just all through Satan. Because real quick, let's snag this. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And let's see here. In verse 9, I'll read this in the NLT. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 9 in the NLT, it says, this man will come to do the work of Satan. You see, so these dudes, like case in point, Elon Musk, he doing the work of Satan. You see, because he's showing you, ultimately, because, the Motb, that's privacy, for that to be mandatory. But he's showing you the capabilities of this Neuralink chip, through the powers of Satan, man. Okay, he doing the work of Satan. Okay, because this is all, left-handed miracles. This is not of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now, of course, the Lord, he's in control of everything that we see. The Lord is the ultimate, director. This is the Lord's movie. But when you look at it on the earthly level, this is all, being done on the left-hand side, man. Okay. This is the work of Satan, man. And it says this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power. You see, with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. You see, so this is all miracles that's counterfeit, and left-handed. Okay, because it's not on the right-hand side of the Lord of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, and it said counterfeit signs and miracles. Okay, and a miracle, the guy had he got implanted with the Neuralink chip, and boom, now he can play video games with his mind, and now he can move his limbs again. You see, that's miracles, but it's all through the left hand side. You see, now real quick, let's go into the word counterfeit. Let's see real quick. Okay, it's not going to show me the word. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to highlight counterfeit, and I'll just Google it. So we go on Google, or actually, let's do this. Let's go in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So the meaning of counterfeit, it says made in imitation of something else with intent to deceive. You see? So the intent to deceive, so that's the meaning of the word counterfeit. And it also goes into insincere, okay? Forged, made in imitation of something else with intent to deceive. And what did the scriptures say? We are not, let me get it real quick. This is, let's see here. 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You see? So we're not ignorant of his evil schemes, of his evil plans. Okay, because when you go into that word device, in this particular precept. The word device there, it says noema, and it says a mental perception, a thought, or an evil purpose. And when you scroll down a little bit, it says this. It says where is it at? Okay, that was it. It says an evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes. So right, an evil purpose. Okay, so we're not ignorant of his evil purposes or his evil schemes to deceive the masses. Okay. And these people, man, being that they're in gross darkness, they can easily be, manipulated, and Esau can easily persuade them to do anything. Okay. If people, took that, that juicy juice, that jump shot, how much more the Motb? Okay. If people had to take that jump shot to keep working, and to keep, making income to provide for themselves and their families, how much more the Motb when it's actually something you need to be afloat and sustain yourself in society? Is going to be the actual currency, because the scriptures say that money is a defense. Right now, if you don't have no money, paper money, credit card, whatever it may be, debit card, you can't buy anything. You can't buy no food, no water, no clothes, put in your back, pay your bills. You can't, do nothing in Babylon if you broke, and that's just real life, you see? So how much more when the Motb is implemented, and that is the actual thing you need to survive, to have necessities that you need to, to get by, you see? So this is going to be some crazy shit going on, man. Okay. That's why we have to, remain faithful unto Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Remain steadfast and unmovable, and keep our trust, in our patience and faith, towards the Lord, man. Okay, because the hour of temptation is not gonna be nothing light. Okay, it says it's gonna come upon all the world to try them. Okay, test them, and guess what? We gonna get tested too. All right. So let's head back to the article. And it says, if all goes well, Slaki, I don't think I finished that scripture in Thessalonians. Excuse me. So back in 2 Thessalonians 2:9, and it says, verse 9, it says, this man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power. Right. So power that's imitation. Fake power that's done through Satan. It says counterfeit power and signs and miracles. Now we read this particular verse in the KJV. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. You see? So this, the whole MO of Esau Edom is to deceive. Okay. He may think that, okay, take the, the Motb, take the Neuralink, blah, blah, blah. It can do good for you. But no, you taking that, it's not for your, your benefit. It's for your destruction. Okay, because the end game, you taking the Motb is going to be you burning in the lake of fire, And since I did quote it earlier and I just quoted just now, I might as well just read it, right? So this is Revelation 14 and verse 9. And it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And what's the wrath of the Most High? What's that indignation? Okay, that's the nuclear fire, man. That's going to be poured out upon Babylon. That's the righteous anger that the Lord, has towards this wicked ass kingdom. Okay. And it says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. You see, with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the people that, that are going to receive that Motb, the RFID chip, and the near and dear future, people that receive that guess what? They're gonna be engulfed in nuclear flames. Okay, that's gonna be their judgment for bowing down to this beast system, to this cruel ass image, man. Okay, and like I said, this article, it reminded me of Revelation 3:10. You know, and like I said, also too, I'm not saying that Elon Musk is going to be the one to have the whole world tempted or tested, with the Motb. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this article reminded me of the scripture. So I just wanted to put this video on wax, to further edify and feed the Lord's sheep, because because we're living in a time of prophecy when there's going to be a great time of testing, and people are going to be getting chipped up. So we got to keep our faith in the Lord, and remain, trustful, and just remain, just hardcore faith and hardcore prayer, man, because this time is almost upon us. Okay. And it says, verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. Right, man. They gonna be in that shit. Hey, listen, the Lord's gonna do some damage unto these people, man. Okay, the ones that take that sea hip, the Lord's gonna, judge them very brutally. And it says, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see? So the ones that receive this mark, they have a special place in that lake of fire. The ones that receive this, the Motb, the mark of the beast, they're going to be, melted with nuclear fire and brimstone. All right. So let's head back to the article. Now it says, this is what this is going into the words of Elon Musk, and it says, and I quote, "If all goes well, there will be hundreds of people with Neuralinks within a few years, maybe tens of thousands within 5 years, and it says millions within 10 years." Mr. Musk wrote on X, which is Twitter, in response to Neuralink's blog post. Okay, let's see here. It goes in about the patient Neuralink. Let's see. Okay. So it's going a little more in about the capabilities of the Neuralink, chip. But ultimately, that was the point of the lesson. And really, I just wanted to get that headline right there and just expound on that, pertaining to privacy, But yeah, man, we're living this time, and privacy is right around the corner, man. Like how Shai said, it's at the door, So, Lord's will, this lesson was edifying to the Lord's sheep. Lord's will, the sheep was fed. And I just want to say, Kol Lam La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Once again, double honors be unto the elder apostles of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And a shalom to you and send some Akim out there that's pushing his truth through the spirit, through the power, and through the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. And yeah, man, don't take this shit, man. Okay? Do not take that chip, man. All right? That being said, shalom.